Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We find ourselves in the House of Grief, where we are attempting to find Shadowheart's parents. We end up... Ambush isn't maybe the right word, but I'm going to say we were ambushed here by a giant horde. We were not prepared for it and we barely survived, but survive we did. I mean, three of our party members died. But that was temporary. It's fine. And the game has left Viconia DeVere alive. We didn't intentionally keep her alive, the Mother Superior. That was the game's choice. So part of me is worried that if we talk to her, something will happen afterwards and we'll be in a fight that we are super not prepared for, or some circumstance that we're not prepared for. So part of me wants to rest for the night to get all of our spells back, to get all of our health back. But part of me fears that if I go to camp and rest for the night, something will progress and she won't still be lying here. So I'm going to talk to her and hope that that doesn't come back to bite me. But we need to go back to camp and rest soon. With that out of the way, Viconia DeVere.
Very well.
Finish it. Send me to Lady Shah's embrace.
She still has answers I need.
Make it quick. No, Shadowheart, we won. You don't need anything from her. Or let's kill her. Make it quick. I mean, I don't know why we would, in either way, not allow Shadowheart to ask her questions.
My parents. Where are they?
So blunt. Have you forgotten all the interrogation techniques I taught you? Where is the finesse?
Answer me!
They are right through that door in the Chamber of Loss, where they have been all along. You saw them many times, only we made you forget. But they didn't forget. They watched as we molded you. They watched. They wept. They bled. Often at your hand. It may not be a happy reunion, but it will be a memorable one.
That is so dark. Such cruelty. She's just trying to rile you up. This is a waste of time, kill her. I mean, she's definitely trying to rile you up. That doesn't mean it's not true. Such cruelty.
Why? Why me? Why all this effort?
Lady Shah commanded me, and I obeyed. I do not question. I merely act as she wills me to. I had an enclave in Waterdeep, you know. Much grander than this. Shah ordered me to raise it. Kill all who followed me. Claim they betrayed me. When in fact, I slew those who showed nothing but loyalty. Shah had me do that. And I did. To cover my tracks. To usher in you.
What are you talking about?
You became my mission. To take a child of Selûne's and turn her over to Lady Shah. To show that all light fades and darkness will prevail in the end. All this was to make you into what the Dark Lady needed you to be. The planning, the training, those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And still you threw it away.
Wow. Sounds like Shar made a mistake. Are you expecting sympathy? What do you want to do, Shadowheart? She's no threat anymore, let her go. Absolutely not. That is a terrible answer. Are you expecting sympathy?
Sympathy is for the weak. I merely wanted to say my piece. I wanted her to know the cost of her education. Now, do what you will.
I mean, kill her. But what do you want to do, Shadowheart?
I want to see my parents. And I don't care what happens to this one. She's been in my head long enough already. Do what you like. I know you'll choose well.
What are you doing? Come back and finish this yourself. You owe me that.
Let go, Mother. Embrace loss.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, we're not letting the Mother Supreme of Shar, who's still super dedicated to Shar, wander off. We're just gonna kill her.
I draw near, my lady.
Feels a little bad to kill her while she's already down, but there's no redemption arc for her. Now, we haven't actually looted anyone, as I recall. We just kind of ended it right away. While obscured, the wearer has advantage on stealth checks. Shield of Faith also grants you a +2 bonus to all saving throws. Yeah, that one sucked. The +2 bonus on all saving throws? Wasn't a fan. But I like what I have better. Cantrips doing an extra 5 damage is really powerful. And temporary hit points. We'll take it. I don't think anyone's going to wear it. Set the wearer's strength to 18. Huh. So it's a belt of giant strength effectively in mace form. That's cool. +2 mace. It's not bad. It's not bad. We could give it to Shadowheart, because she uses her melee weapon often, but she doesn't have an 18 strength. And your shield. Rebuke the Mighty. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction, dealing 2 to 8 force damage, knocking it prone, unless they succeed a dexterity saving throw. Gain advantage on saving throws against spells. Spell attack rolls against you have disadvantage. And protective shell envelops you. It reflects any projectiles targeted at you back to their point of origin for 2 turns once every short rest. And a warding bond. Ward an ally, they can resist all damage, and a +1 bonus to the AC and saving throws. Each time the ally takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. Ew. Taking the same damage is not ideal. That also is a great shield. And Shadowheart is the only one that uses shields of our group. So if we open up our inventory, and we grab both of these and send them to Shadowheart. How does this... Not on me. Shadowheart. How does this compare to you? Same average damage. Okay. It wouldn't get the radiating orb. I don't really care about the undead targets. Tenacity is alright. What is your strength score? Yeah, only a 14, so this is going to give you a +2 damage. It's not being factored in at the moment. So it is arguably a tiny bit better. Except against undead and on misses. You are also going to be +2 more likely to hit. It's not just on damage. Forgot about that. What is Radiating Orb? Affected enemy has a -1 to attack rolls for each remaining turn. You're already giving people Radiating Orb from your armor. No. From something. There we go. From your gloves. Yeah. When they take radiant damage, which your current mace does radiant damage. So the mace gives them 2 turns of Radiating Orb. which is a -2 on their attack rolls. Still, I think that is an upgrade to both your accuracy and your damage, which is worth it. And then for your shield, +1 to spell save DC and spell attack rolls. So that is a more offensive shield versus this is a more defensive shield. Seems to be. Yeah. I think that is a worthwhile adjustment. I don't really want to go through everyone's inventory. Dear ma'am. You're right, ma'am. What they ask of you as a novice in the cloister, it's just, my heart isn't hard enough to do these things. I had to run out of last 10 days interrogation class to vomit, but now that I'm in, I don't see any way to get out again, not alive anyway. I don't even know yet how I'm going to get this letter to you. I'm scared, and the way Mother Superior looks at me, I think she knows it. Oh, how I wish I'd listened to you. You're Dimbert, though here they've dubbed me Blue Nail. Yeah. Which implies what we've suspected, or at least what I've suspected, that Shadowheart's name was not her original name, and that's a code name that the Sharans gave her. So we're probably soon going to find out what her real name is. Owl Talon, the Mother Superior has approved me for applied poisons and paralysis training. I'm so proud. Your little Night Mist is going to be a certified venom specialist for the Dark Lady. That will also qualify me to study the basics of sudden esophageal collapse. What fun. That is a slightly different take than the previous person. Yeah, most of these people don't have anything terribly exciting on them. You show that you have 2 items according to the icon up there, but you have none. How strange. That is a mod that's giving the numbers, so it could be that there's some oddity going on between the mod and something coded into that character. Who knows? Tuesday's inspection was a disaster. How could I have overlooked the stains on my tunic? Must ask Harold where they get that special soap that dries blood out of fabric. Yep, you need to get all the blood out of your clothing. I don't feel sad that we've taken out the Sharans. Alright, so we could go to the Chamber of Loss. And arguably, maybe we should. But I'm just expecting that things are going to go badly at some point, and we really need to go to camp and rest. So, hopefully there's no consequences for this. Usually there's not, but that's not to say that there never is. Shadowheart doesn't look like she has anything to say, so perhaps we'll just end the night here. Quick look around, see if anyone wants to talk. Yes. I expected Shadowheart would probably have stuff to say, so I'm not terribly surprised. Probably like, what are we doing here? We need to go back and free my parents.
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. But I'm not sure I know why.
How can I help? Well, we plenty to be anxious about. The tadpoles, the armies, the absolute. How can I help?
I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Doesn't have to be a daunting prospect. Just dream about what you'd like. Start at the beginning. Imagine it's the day after we defeat the absolute. What then? Both are good answers. I mean, one, you're just sort of telling your dream what you want. The other, you're trying to help her. Which seems better in this case if she doesn't even know where to start dreaming. Start at the beginning. We've just defeated the Absolute. What then?
Well, I want to save my parents, of course. Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps.
Go on. What about me? There's nothing wrong with the city. You grew up here. There's a lot of bad memories here for both her and her parents. I kind of agree with getting out of Baldur's Gate. I mean, technically she doesn't have a ton of memories. But yeah, Baldur's Gate's probably not the place to be, given everything. I could ask what about me, but I'm curious to see if she brings me up on her own. Go on.
I'd like room for animals. Lots of them. All shapes and sizes, so long as they appreciate a warm fire and more affection than they know what to do with.
I didn't know that you were an animal person. But I'm okay with that as well. Don't stop now, what else?
I want to grow flowers. I want to be surrounded by colors every day. I'm tired of darkness.
Very fair. We're just going to keep ignoring the what about me. Anything else?
Yes. I want to share it all with you. If you're willing.
Alright, she brought it up. Let's see how we fare. Perhaps I'll get a better offer. Wow. Of course I'm willing.
Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah.
Just the, no, I'm done with you. Alright, let's rest. Do we get a camp event? Looks like. Maybe? Maybe not. Okay. Nice and simple. Well, I'll put in the usual cut so that I can get Gale to apply Longstrider to us, because it really is the best spell. It seems so little, but the extra 10 movement speed is great.
Another day, another god trying to make us her playthings. We'll have the whole pantheon interfering with us if we're not careful.
Join me.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
Yeah. Could level you up,
Wicked, I see.
but I'm not going to at the moment. When I'm actually going to take you out, we'll look into leveling him up. So I'm curious if we're going to have dialogue with everyone, since Gale had dialogue for us.
Most excellent. Yes, of course.
No one's stopped me yet.
Hello, my dear.
Okay, no dialogue with Astarion.
I would, but you have so many friends already. Well, in that case, I'm all yours.
Alright, no one else seems to want to talk. We could go around and talk to everyone, but I'm fine just carrying on with the story.
Be cursed.
Alright, so we could go to some of these side areas. Certainly when we came in, we saw that there were... Let me see it on the map. Yeah, there were side rooms that we could have gone to. Or do we just go straight to Shadowheart's parents? that's a tough choice because there's definitely some value to exploring first. But also, I can't imagine after being told where her parents are, not wanting to just rush straight there. Treasured in light, lost in dark.
After I moved something on the altar.
Huh. The disc rose up. Definitely something. I saw things move, but I didn't really see exactly what moved. Certainly stuff here moved. And we could try putting it back and see if it will reset whatever just changed. Split. And we can
Breathe deep and
drop
move.
that. Pick it up and place it there. Yeah, let's have the camera angled this way. See if we can see anything moving over there. I don't know. We're certainly affecting something. Hopefully it's not a bad thing.
Must be another way in.
Alright. I don't suppose you can unlock it.
Easy.
Oh, apparently you can. Well, there's almost certainly a correct way to do this, and this is not it. Also, no keyhole, so no way to get in. But he can lockpick it? It's gonna take a bunch of tries. 30 is the same difficulty as what the locks were in the bank in the hardest area. Took a bunch of tries on each of those, which is why we're starting to get somewhat low on our lockpicks. Anytime we're more than 5 off, it uses a lockpick. I think we're at like 40 something, and now we're down to 26 after all those in the bank. This is probably good enough, as long as we did a good D4 roll. Yeah, okay.
Have a lot on my mind.
So yeah, we can just go straight in. There's probably a way elsewhere to unlock it by interacting with other stuff or going into some of the other rooms and unlocking it. We'll get back to the other rooms first. We're going to start here. Assuming we weren't lied to, which is a big assumption.
I see my parents. God, what's been done to them?
We'll get over to them soon.
Seems simple enough.
Captives of Shar. The ledger bearing the names of those incarcerated in the Chamber of Loss. Some are noted to have died. Tresh Lear, Githyanki, double guard at all times, deceased. Arnell Hallowleaf, Emmeline Hallowleaf, Baron Alice Bormwool, deceased. Unknown interloper, deceased. Assuming we weren't lied to about her parents being alive and being back here, the Hallowleafs must be her family, so she is something Hallowleaf. So that's our Githyanki captive. I don't think there's any way for us to get back into that one. It's got to be your parents. I guess let's approach and talk. Shar's Embrace. What is that effect? You cannot move or escape while locked in the Dark Lady's clutches. Level 1 humanoid high elf. And you? Human. Okay. We knew she was a half-elf, and I wasn't sure if her parents would be half-elves, but no. An elf father and a human mother. Let's talk to your mother first.
Quick word. It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them.
So we actually get to meet Shar. Victim blaming is not okay. Like, you make things worse for yourself and for them. No, Shar, you're the one doing that. Don't try and put the blame on her. You're a monster, not a goddess. Yes. Also a goddess, but definitely a monster. Ignore her, Shadowheart. She's just trying to spite your victory. Or we should leave. Part of me likes the idea of just ignore her. But part of me also likes the idea of insulting her. Although when we tried that on Blacketh, it didn't work well on us. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say we've quite achieved victory yet. But I do like the just ignore her. But I'm going to go with your monster, not a goddess.
I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you.
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shar's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
I don't either.
Shar will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
You have to choose Shadowheart, free your parents, or rid yourself of Shar's curse. She wants you to kill your parents. Her idea is a parting gift. What exactly is this Shar curse? Is it the occasional pain in her hand? Because if it's, you know, her parents are free, but Shar occasionally torments her, that seems like a fair deal. Maybe work with Selûne afterwards to find a way to get the curse off of you. Or, you know, you're a powerful cleric. Cast remove curse. I don't know. I don't see why we would kill your parents. How that makes anything better besides you're just doing what Shar wants you to do. Talk to your mother and father. See what they wish. Maybe that'll give us more information. But currently, I can't think of any good reason why we would kill our parents.
I'm sorry. I didn't know any of this was happening until it was much too late. I came to try to put things right.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shar's reach, and we'll be at peace.
But I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Is she gonna start going by Jennifer? That is... I'm so used to Shadowheart. I'm inclined to go with 2. Like, there's suffering in yours. It's not gonna... Being forced to murder your parents is not going to be a suffering that ends. Do not lose your parents, not again. The pain can be handled. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It seems like a minor pain in her hand occasionally. It's flared up like a dozen times throughout this whole game. This is your choice, Shadowheart. You don't need me to tell you what is right. I don't know what she thinks is right. And while I like the idea of giving her free choice, I'm worried that she would choose to kill them. I'm gonna push for 2. Do not lose your parents. Not again. The pain can be handled.
But the curse will just have to go on like this. Suffering.
You have great faith and great resolve, all of you. Trust in that. You need not say goodbye here. It's a religion test that we would super fail on. But a good statement that I feel should be persuasion, or could be persuasion. You can endure it together as a family. This is what you've been looking for. Don't deny yourself. Yeah. Definitely that. Like, you're a powerful family. You can endure whatever troubles there are together as a family. But also religion. You are probably pretty highly favored by Selûne at this point, since you helped rescue her daughter. Surely Selûne will help you. Trust in your faith and whatnot. We're going with the persuasion option, of course, though. You can endure it together as a family. DC 20, we've got a plus 13. I sadly can't have her cast guidance on me right now. Come on, Shadowheart, help me help you. No problem. You can endure it with your family.
I didn't come this far just to give up at the final hurdle. We're leaving this place together. I'm going to take care of you.
Our time has passed, Genevieve. You must not let us burden you.
You're no burden. You're my strength. I think I know where my willful side comes from now.
But...
Hush, Arnel. Jen wants her family. Jen shall have her family. How can we help, dear?
Get out of this place as soon as your strength allows. There's a camp. You'll be safe there.
Perfect. Hopefully, they make it out safely. I'm sure the game wouldn't kill them off screen, because that would be rude. But yeah, the idea of giving in to what Shar wants and having Shadowheart kill her parents? No.
Everything that's happened. Shar, my parents. It's almost too much to take in. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Yeah, of course, however long you need. I guess let's keep looking around, see what we can find. Mirror of Loss. We found another one of these at one point that Shadowheart commented on. That it's where her memories were taken, maybe? I don't recall. I do want to interact.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror, but one that offers no reflection. All you see is a void of endless darkness.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
I mean, probably, assuming it is what takes your memories, then probably every time you came in, tortured your parents, then were forced to stand here and have all of that removed from your memory. Given what we were told from the Mother Superior. Arcana, study the mirror, try to grasp its true nature. Religion, an object of faith, examine it closely, try to understand its purpose. Religion, offer a prayer to the mirror. Definitely not that one. Let's study the mirror, try to grasp its true nature. And I will take the guidance on that. DC 25 is a little high. Particularly if we roll a nat 1. Come on. Like, I know we're not actually rolling a ton of natural ones, but sometimes that feels really common. We'll use inspiration. We don't have a great chance of succeeding. But we do have an okay chance, like 1/3. I'll give it another roll. Yeah, there we go. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
A mirror of loss. A relic said to be as old as the Church of Shar itself. Those who stood before it could surrender their very thoughts and memories to the Lady of Loss. Great powers rest within the realm of the mirror, to be granted at the Dark Lady's whim to those making a suitable offering. a piece of themselves.
I suspect there's no way that we can get her memories back. We're not going to offer one of our memories or offer a prayer to the mirror. Don't suppose we can attack it. It doesn't have a health amount. Yeah. Not super surprised. Anything else of interest around here? Just a chasm over that way. Oh, that looks like walkable terrain over there. Maybe? Maybe not. Let's give a fly and see. No. I mean, not enough space usually implies it's technically walkable terrain, just too small of an area for me to actually get there. Alright, let's keep looking around. Guess we can't investigate that skeleton or anything else in there. Alright, then we have the Githyanki cell. Hello? There we go. Subject mapping results Githyanki number 7. A log of interrogation notes detailing a Githyanki captive's torture over a number of days. The captive remains strong at first, but very gradually starts to slip and offer up information about the whereabouts of a mysterious artifact hidden away by Queen Blacketh.
They tortured the Githyanki to learn about the astral prism. Looks like it went on for days.
That would explain how they found out. And we'll take the crossbow. Nothing else of value stands out. Alright, well that was definitely interesting. I don't know what the long-term consequences are going to be by that choice, but I do feel like it was the more correct choice. And with that in mind, I think this is where we're going to end this episode. Next time we will keep exploring the House of Grief. There's a lot of doors we passed that we haven't gone through. See what else we can find. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.